Peterson. I am a certified health coach with Optavia, and I wanted to go live because I've been having people that follow me on social media starting to ask how in the world I have won trips with the company. And I'm just going to turn this around so you can just see where we are. We're on the 7-day cruise that we won by just helping people get healthy. And we're on a 7-day cruise, and we're at the Haiti stop, and this is what it looks like. Let me turn it around. So there's my coach Jan and her husband snoozing around, and then there is the water, and that's the boat that we are on. And look at that, like how amazing of a life is this. And my story is I started the program, it was June, almost 5 years ago, and I just needed to get healthy. We had a really crazy financial situation happening with the market crashing, and we were just kind of trying to dig out of all of that, and I wanted to get healthy. And so my neighbor who was doing the program said all it is balanced nutrition. So if you were to work with a nutritionist or dietitian, they would all tell you to just eat 6 small balanced meals a day. And while that's nice in theory, it takes a lot of time and energy to make enough food to have something healthy to eat every 3 hours that's balanced. So when my neighbor said, well, I'm doing this program that's the same, just 5 of the 6 items are already done for you, I said, okay, let me give it a whirl. And when I lost 5 pounds my first week and 11 pounds my first month, and of course, results not typical, everybody loses at a different pace, but I stayed the course, and so that's how I was able to get those that weight off in that first month, and I ended up losing 45 pounds in 4 months. Then what naturally kind of happens is people are saying, what are you doing? I want to get healthy. And I never had the intention of coaching. I just was like, well, my mom was one of my first clients, Sue right here, right, let me turn it around. Right there in the orange pink hat. She was one of my first clients. I babysat for her all growing up. My other client was my mom. My other client was my neighbor. And I was like, well, I could help a couple people and muddle through it. Well, then guess what happened? More and more people started asking what I was doing. And I realized that so many people are silently suffering with their health that they need some answer and glimmer of hope, that they don't have to be stuck with their health where it is right then. And so I just naturally couldn't stop telling people how great I felt, how great I was feeling, or sleeping, and then of course with the weight coming off. So wanted you guys to meet one of the couples on our health coaching team that are here on the trip with us. So I'm going to approach them here. Okay, so here's Kevin and Melanie Killar. So Melanie, let's start with you and have you tell your story.
Okay, well, I was just getting into my late 40s and got up to my top weight again. I yo-yoed the same 35 pounds so many times. I just tell people I've lost 150 pounds, but this time it wasn't coming off like it used to. And so I was like on Weight Watchers for the 43rd time, and it wasn't coming off. After 6 months, I'd lost 6 pounds. I was totally frustrated. And then I saw my friend Jennifer lose, in that same 6 months, she lost 60 pounds. So that was like, okay, what are you doing? So I started the program. I lost my 30 pounds in 10 weeks. Well, it's not typical, but it was so easy, and I wasn't hungry or anything. And I was just like, okay, I got to tell my friends about this. This is amazing. So I started telling my friends, and then they started losing their weight. They started getting off of their blood pressure meds and their high cholesterol meds, and just getting healthy. And it started to be like really fun to help people get their self-esteem back and feel good about themselves. And then you get compensated for it too. And I was like, wow, after 3 months I was making the same amount that I was making working 6 days a week at a school teaching music. And then after 6 months I was making twice as much. And I was like, well, so I quit teaching, and I only taught the people I wanted to teach, I wanted to practice, and started just coaching full time. And it's been amazing, and it's allowed us to do so many things. It's allowed our kids to go to college where they want to go to college, and just every day when I get those texts that say, oh my gosh, I went to my doctor and I'm healthy and I've lost 30 pounds, or I'm down another 10 pounds, it's just all that stuff is super fun, and it just becomes so fun to do that. And then just the icing on the cake is these awesome people that we get to be around. We're so much fun, and we get to go on cruises like this. This is the second rewards trip we've earned. And it's just totally, I just thought I just wanted to lose 15 pounds, but it's completely changed our lives. It's been amazing.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to Kevin here. Kevin, tell us your story.
Okay, well, I'm a firefighter, and I've, like my wife, wife, I was approaching that 50-year mark, and the weight wasn't coming off like it used to. I wasn't super heavy, but I thought I was like 10 or 15 pounds, and ended up I was 30 pounds. Jumped on the program, and within 2 months lost all that weight, feeling really good, feeling really clean, and just started basically answering people's questions. They couldn't help but ask, "What are you doing?" And I would tell them what we were doing, and then my wife started coaching, and then flash forward a couple of years, I started coaching with her about the last year, and it's been an incredible journey, able to help people get off their beds, lose their weight, find their health, and it's financially been an amazing ride. And if you are looking for something like this, if this is something that would interest you, definitely would tell you to reach out to your coach, reach out to your team, reach out to your and ask questions, because this is a real deal. It's been an incredible ride. This trip is incredible. You can see where we're at. We're at 7-day cruise, and we to Dubai. So it's just been amazing. So definitely reach out.
Awesome. Well, and that's kind of the thing that's really hard to explain, because I think a lot of us love our community that we are involved in, but there's a lot of negativity out there in the world right now. And what's awesome when you join a community like this is we are all here trying to love and care and serve the people that we live around. And we know when you're not healthy, you don't feel good, you're not very happy. And so this health coaching community is amazing. If every one of my friends would dive into this and help a couple people and get to be part of this community where they're, for the most part, everybody trying to better each other and themselves and grow toward the goal of getting America healthy, there's no way to even describe it. So if you happen to be watching this video and you're a client and you're not quite sure how this could look for you, ask your coach. Ask your coach what that could look like for you, because trust me, I didn't ever expect a coach. I know these two didn't either, and go figure where we are now on a 7-day cruise with the company that's fully paid for, and having clients that are thriving and some clients that are not, because some need, we all need to work on our brains and what's going on in our brains. So some people are slower, but guess what? We're still proud of them for doing something to better their health. So ask your coach what that could look like for you. It doesn't have to be a million clients. It could just be your mother, your brother, your sister, your neighbor, because when you do something, you only retain 20%, but when you teach it, you retain 80%. So we would love you to teach just a couple people to strengthen your journey and also keep your feet to the fire, because other people are depending on you. So comment below if anything I've said makes sense to you, because I always love to hear if what I'm rattling off fits for you or what you needed to hear that day. So hope you're all doing well. We have 2 more days left, so we'll see you when we get home. Bye, guys.